Hey, Mr. Shu, good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I know that you're driving around Minnesota or Wisconsin or somewhere following that squirrel, that darn squirrel, and Miss DiCamillo. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I'm sure that you are. I love impromptu Mr. Shu road trips. Makes me think of spring break, I don't know, 2012? Yeah, spring break 2012 when you drove to Michigan and we filmed like 3 Newberry videos in Ann Arbor. We hung out with Brian and Beth and Jenny Holm, and we just had a grand old time. So a Mr. Shu road trip is always a wonderful, wonderful thing. So drive safe, have fun. You're awesome, Mr. Shu. We're talking 2013 Geisel Award. I only have one of the books with me because there are other ones either at school or I don't own them. The one that I have is Pete the Cat and the Four Groovy Buttons, which won an honor in 2013. My students, my kids, we all love Pete the Cat. This one's no exception. This is such a fun one to sing along. When we first read this to our children, they sang my buttons, forever and ever. It felt like it. It was really, really fun. So, great book. Another Mo Willems one. John Mo Willems. And let me see. Let me make sure I don't miss any of these. Sorry, Mr. Shu. Let's Go for a Drive was the Mo Willems one. Up Tall and High was a super fun book, Mr. Shu. I really, really liked that book. It's a really fun one to read and reread and reread and reread. A great book. But my favorite book this year was Rabbit and Robot: The Sleepover by C.C. Bell. I hope that Candlewick publishes like a billion more. Not a billion, but I wish it would just become like a Henry and Mudge. It would just be the perfect series. I love these two characters. My son Breslin is a huge, huge, huge fan. We laugh and we laugh and we laugh when we read Rabbit and Robot. It's just such a great book, such an amazing pair of characters. Everything is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So well done, C.C. Bell. One of my favorite things with that book was, of course, when she won the Geisel and Mr. Engelberger, her husband, was in the crowd, and people claim that you can hear him on the video recording. They're just such a great family of children's literature. I'm very lucky to have them. That's the 4 books, Mr. Shu. I'm not sure what else I have to. Could talk. I visited a school. Myself, a 4th grade teacher, a 5th grade teacher, and our principal. We all went to Michigan Center yesterday. Their 3rd through 6th building, and if you don't know Michigan Center, it's about 20 minutes from us. I'm sure that you don't know Michigan Center. But they are doing the nurtured heart approach to just pounding the positive, helping kids find the greatness in themselves. We wanted to go and kind of check that out a little bit, and we got to walk into some classrooms. It was super fun. First classroom we walked into, they were all on the carpet reading 26-Story Treehouse. So I was like, yeah, Andy Griffiths. That was super exciting. In another classroom we went into, I saw they had multiple copies of Romp, multiple copies of Ivan, multiple copies of Inside Out and Back Again. So that was really exciting. And I managed to ask the teacher if I could tell the students about Nerd Camp Junior, because we actually brought the flyers. Every student in our county is getting a Nerd Camp flyer, and every school in our county that has students 1st through 5th grade are getting a set of the books from the authors that are coming to Nerd Camp. So it was super exciting to be able to drop those books off, to tell these kids about Nerd Camp, and to say, hey, you've all read Romp, come in July 8th to Parma, and you can meet Liesl Shirtliff, you can learn with Liesl Shirtliff, you can have a grand old time. Mr. Shu, we've done a lot of cool things, but Nerd Camp Junior is one of the things that I'm most proud of. That we can give it back to the kids, that we can share these amazing authors with them, and then the support we receive, Mr. Shu. So many publishers are just being so kind to us and stepping up. So many authors. We both love this book. Amber is sending a couple books to give away at Nerd Camp. Barbara O'Connor is sending some books to give away at Nerd Camp and Nerd Camp Junior. It's just very humbling and very amazing that so many people care so much about getting books into the hands of classrooms and readers, and I'm just excited for the energy that's going to be there that day. We have a huge surprise Tuesday morning, Mr. Shu, And I usually tell you all of my surprises, Mr. Shu, but you're going to have to wait for this one. Very few people know, but it's going to be super exciting. Don't be late. Don't be late Tuesday. I think that's it, Mr. Shu. I'm sorry, this video should have been 2.5 minutes and it said it's 5. I'm actually recording this, Mr. Shu, on my laptop instead of doing the phone thing, because we saw what happened a couple of weeks ago when I tried to record it on my phone. It was embarrassing. Yeah, I'll have fun in Minnesota. You probably watch this when you get back from Minnesota, Wisconsin, wherever you're going, Mr. Shu. Yeah, I'll see you in less than 2 months, Mr. Shu. You will have finished school. You will have been to the Newberry Caldecott banquet, and you will have seen Kate DiCamillo twice between now and then. So have a great day, Mr. Shu. As always, happy reading.